Hello, everyone, and I welcome all of you to Online Study for You, a complete placement solution. Today, we have a special guest with us. Her name is Sanjana, and she recently got selected in TCS Digital for a package of 7 LPA. So, congratulations, Sanjana.
Thank you so much.
And today, she is here. She is going to share her experience, and she gave the exam on campus, that is priority colleges. So 2027 batch who are going to write the exam, this video is definitely going to help you. So Sanjana, before I start asking you questions, please introduce yourself.
Sure, sir. Hello everyone. Myself Sanjana Raut. I am a 2026 graduate. I did my BTech Computer Science Engineering from CV Raman Global University, Bhubaneswar.
Okay, great. So can you please let the audience know how did you apply for the job, right? When was your written test? How did you prepare interview question? So the floor is completely yours. So this priority college, I mean, TCS hiring, what is the concept behind that? I mean, how many students get selected? So all those things.
Yeah, so like it was a priority institute hiring on campus.
Mhm,
We had to fill the form and register in the next step portal around in the month of October. And then in the end of October, we had our admit cards released for us.
mhm,
Then we had our NQT. Like for me, I had my NQT on November 13, 2025.
mhm,
Then around at the end of December, we had a college told the list of students we were selected for. And on January 7th, we had our interview. And before that, on January 3rd or 4th, I don't remember, we
mhm.
had a document verification.
Okay.
And on January 27th, we were told that these were the final selected students for TCS.
Okay. So how many total student got selected and how many total student applied? Do you have some kind of information?
I don't remember the exact numbers,
Mhm,
but the approx, I can tell around 250. No, I don't remember the numbers have
mhm,
applied, but
mhm.
around selected were 200 to 250 something. And out of which the final selected students were around 180.
180. Still a good number. I think 10% of the total number of students. So generally, in engineering colleges for a year, around 1,000 students will be there on an average. So around we can say
Yeah.
10 to 15% of the students got placed. That's good. Okay. So the next question is like, how did you prepare for the foundation round and then the advanced round? Okay, how many questions did you attempt in each one of the, like numerical ability, verbal ability, and so if you could give us such kind of information.
So, like for the foundational round,
Mhm,
I completely relied on online study for you. The questions, the shortcuts, like you had explained, sir, were the actual ones which had showed up in the exam.
mhm.
And those were not the exact questions, but it was similar to that. So, I prepared from this channel. And my suggestion would be to everyone that, yeah, people should follow this for their aptitude.
Thank you.
And right, for coding, I can say people can take reference, but for coding and aptitude is the ultimate thing that you have to practice beforehand. You don't have to keep it for the last minute. And in the foundational round, I attempted almost all of the questions. In the advanced quantitative round, I think I left three questions. And for the coding round, there were two questions. In the easy one, I had crossed three test cases, and in the hard question, I had crossed all the test cases.
So you mean total 10 test cases out of 14 you had solved, right? Because one question will have around 7 test cases.
Yeah, so in 14, I remember I had crossed 10 to 11.
10 to
Yeah.
11. That's good. So,
Yeah.
okay. So you were called for digital interview itself or prime?
I was called for prime interview.
Okay. So, okay. So aptitude, I mean, I'm just going back little, to
Yeah,
understand
sure.
because many of the students after the exam know they will say, sir, aptitude was very tough. Sir, your verbal ability was very tough. So how did you feel like after your foundation exam? Because for 2026 priority institution hiring also, the questions were like not very easy. So how did you feel and how many exactly you attempted where you got the answer?
Like in the foundational numerical ability and reasoning, I solved almost every question.
Mhm,
And I feel around in the numerical and verbal, like almost out of the question, I think if I would have made mistake, like 2 to 3 question I could have made mistake, but not more than that.
mhm,
And regarding the advanced aptitude, I just did it because the time was quite short for
mhm.
me. So I even left 3 questions.
Okay. See, that's what I tell a student. So you have to practice. So as you also
Yeah,
mentioned, so either it is aptitude or it is coding or it is verbal ability. It won't happen, like within a week or 4 or 5 days. So it takes
yeah,
time. So if you have exam next year, let us try to put effort from now itself, not at the
exactly.
end of the. See, many people will be thinking like let's apply and then we will prepare. Some people will be thinking
Yeah,
let's admit card come then we will prepare. Some people will
yeah,
be waiting for the notification, and that's where we lose the complete game itself.
yeah.
Okay, so then in interview, you got called for digital interview only, right?
No, I was called for the prime interview.
Oh, even with 10 to 11 questions, they called for prime interview. I mean, the
Yeah,
coding. So,
yeah,
okay, great. So this is also one good information. So if you're able to do, I think you did hard one, no? That all seven
yeah,
question. So
yeah,
probably maybe because of that, they would have called for prime interview. Okay, so what all
yeah.
happened in the interview, please?
So, like in the interview, my TR and MR was conducted in the same panel, and the HR was a different panel. So, like in the TR and MR, so they at first they asked me my introduction. So everyone needs to prepare their introduction thoroughly. Like this is the
Mhm,
first impression an interview has.
mhm,
Then followed up questions were like my internship, like what about my project was based on ML and cybersecurity.
mhm,
So my questions were based on the basics of ML, like what is trade, what is bias, the difference between bias and variance, supervised, unsupervised, what were the models I used, and then how did I report to my supervisor, and how did I improvise my result. Then why did I choose this topic, what was the motivation behind this.
mhm,
Then again I was asked that how did I got this internship, like I applied through the portal or I got it through cold mailing.
mhm.
Then about my
How
major
did you
year,
get?
my
How did you get? Even I
uh,
am curious to know. So how did you get that
okay,
internship?
so I got in NIT Rourkela.
Mhm.
So I applied it through the portal only.
Okay. Were there any stipend also? Or
No, it was there was no stipend.
okay, so it was online internship kind of for
No,
two
it
months.
was offline.
Okay. So okay, for how many months? I mean,
two,
it's a week.
2 months.
2 months. Okay,
Yeah,
that's great. I mean, the students can, they can go through their websites and they can also apply because these are the things even which we are also not aware. So how they shortlist and what they do and how do we apply.
yeah.
Okay, please carry on.
Yeah, so I was asked about my internship, then about my major project of my college,
Mm-hmm,
like why did I, again, the motivation behind choosing the topic, what is the methodology, and how much, like, what's the progress of your work, and what would be you doing in the future. Then as my internship and project was related to the cyber security, so they started asking me questions related to cyber security. They asked me related to cloud security, they asked me for Android security, which I was not actually aware of. I was totally aware of cyber security only. So
mm-hmm,
I think there were 3 to 4 questions related to this which I couldn't answer,
mm-hmm.
and maybe that's the reason why I got degraded from prime to digital.
Okay.
And then I was asked like about the different types of cyber attacks, how can we mitigate them,
Mm-hmm,
real life examples of that, then difference between authentication, authorization,
mm-hmm,
and about I had a research paper which was related to AI and kind of related to cloud. So they asked me the methodology, like why did you choose, how is it different from other people. Those were the questions. And like how do you, like why are you choosing TCS, if you
mm-hmm,
have many like the MR questions,
mm-hmm,
if you have some other offers in your hand. And they asked me like what offers do you have. So I said that I have Capgemini, Cognizant and all.
mm-hmm.
So then they said that why are you choosing TCS, what's the reason behind that. Then
What did you tell?
what if we So I said that no, it's not about choosing TCS. It's because like TCS has job security, has a good work culture. Then again, it's not about working in Capgemini, Cognizant, or something like that. It's about how I contribute in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
So being a fresher starting, be it in a TCS, it's not bad. It's ultimately working on ourselves and contributing in an industry.
Okay, good.
Then they asked me, what if we downgrade you to digital or ninja? Are you okay with that? So yeah, of course I have to say yes. Then they said that what if you provide you prime, then you like the interview started joking. Then that if you assign you the prime role, you'll be sitting here right beside me doing the job which I am doing right now. Again,
Mm,
then an MR question was that you have your sister marriage and a very important meeting on that day, so how would you be handling that?
mhm. Okay.
Then
So what did
those
you
were the
answer?
questions. I said that yeah, of course my sister's marriage is something I have to attend, and for my meeting I'll be completing my job task which would be given me, but then I would be handling it to my the junior who would be there, and would be taking up that task in my presence. If
Mhm.
any emergency arises, I would be there, of course.
Good.
And some questions related to SQL,
Mm-hmm.
and they asked me to rate how much like out of 5 I have to rate myself in SQL, then
Mm-hmm.
OS, then Java. And they didn't ask any questions on coding or any programming languages.
Okay. Okay. So they did not even ask you like what is your favorite language or the language which you are working on
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
asked me like what's your favorite language and what you're most comfortable with. So I said Java.
Okay. But there was no questions basically from that language, right?
No, in my resume I had only mentioned Java because I was not much confident about C++ plus plus or any other languages.
Mhm. So for how much time the interview was there?
It was around 40 to 45 minutes.
40 to 45 minutes. Okay. And there were two-person, right? TR and MR.
Yeah.
Okay. So when did you receive your oil?
I received it in the month of February, first week.
Very first week. So now you are
Yeah.
filling the BGC form and all? Are you
I
complete?
haven't filled it. I'll be feeling it in the last week of May or the first week of June.
No, no, you can still fill and submit it. So don't wait for getting this eighth semester mark sheet. So
Yeah.
if you're from 2026 batch, then you fill all the details, okay, and submit the BGC. I know you were waiting for this eighth semester marks, like you will be waiting for this. So once you get that, then before you're joining, 15 days of your joining before, you will be getting that option to again upload the eighth semester marks card or whatever things are not available right now. So that you can upload it that time. So if you have
Yeah.
already done with PAN card, you will be having passport and all those
Yeah.
things. Then you start filling
Yeah.
so that it will be keep getting approved, and also the chances of joining will be faster.
Okay.
Okay, don't wait for the last week of June. And did you receive the survey mail?
Yeah, I have received it.
Okay, then you would have already given the date, I guess, like
Yeah.
when you can join, kind of. Okay, so
Yes.
that you please proceed. Otherwise, there might be delay in the joining. Okay,
Yeah, sure.
so there is nothing wrong in it. So you will till whatever you have. Okay, Sanjana.
Sure.
So any suggestion for the students who are going to write the exam in 2027?
Yeah, so my suggestion would be only one thing, that if you're putting something in your resume, you should be aware of that. Like each and every word, like even if a single word you're not aware of that, they might get deep into that word and get questions related to that. So, which would be a problem to someone. And the first impression is your introduction. Try to keep your introduction as much as you are thinking that you can answer it. Don't put much like I know C++. People put I know C++, Python, Java, and all.
Mm-hmm.
You It's not practically possible for anyone to know all of the three languages.
Sure.
So put either one or two languages which you are actually good in that. And you need to have command on one programming language properly, according to
Mm-hmm.
me.
Mm-hmm.
And the second thing would be like, if, if you're trying to crack digital or prime, you need to start your coding preparation right from the third year or second year, according to your timeline, how much efforts you can put. Because if you put it for the last minute, it's not possible. It's not
Mhm.
really like you will be able to do that all of the mm, languages. And about aptitude, you can do it, but again, it's about practice. If you don't practice, you won't be able to do within the timeline.
True, true. Okay, the last question to you is like, how did you get so much confidence?
Yeah, so my confidence, I would give all the credits to my mother,
Hmm.
because she was the real person who gave me confidence. Because even if I had been rejected from some of the companies, she was like, yeah, you can do it, I have faith on you. And the second one is my college. Like in the third year itself, we had our placement training for soft skills, mock interviews, we had all that. So
Hmm.
that had somewhat built up my confidence,
Okay.
and followed up was my mother.
Good, good. Because when, so even sometime when I take this podcast, so I feel, the person who is giving the podcast is quite nervous. So I try to, uh, tell them like, okay, it's just like a conversation. So we are just friends. There is nothing scripted. You don't have to remember anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, that comes, and that same thing I can understand that will also happen during the TCS interview. So here at least you know what I'm going to ask, or even I can edit it. But in the real interview, it doesn't happen. So thanks,
Yeah.
Sanjana, for coming to our platform, and definitely your experiences will help student, those who are going to write the exam. Thanks once again.